high. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Where the fuck am I going? Who the hell could I be? All this time I've been lost. Vessel trapped in the sea. Chains holding my legs. I just want to be free. Fist picking my throat. Hell yeah, they know it. Heritage keep going. You can see it in my phenotypes and that damn Indian showing. This knowledge keeping me steady. 45 on my hip and my armor man stay ready. I hit the streets in my Chevy. Blunt, burn, smoke, smoking heavy. Man, here you go, I got plenty. Prayers up for what's in it. In the land I lost many. Cause every nigga ain't feeling. And every man ain't willing. No D-Bows but Stanley. No heroes for my family. Why the pigs killing us daily. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, sitting homie invader. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader, this is for the invader. Invader, sitting homie invader. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Where the fuck do you come from? Kidnapping our babies. 11 million abortions. Whole country is scorching. Haters stealing my portion. Bitch, give me my land back. We ain't signed no contracts. Why you wasting all of our trust funds? We don't know who your dad is, but we know who your kid is. Take the food off of my plate. Eat that shit with my phone. Motherfucking invader. Invader. This is for the invader. Invader. Sitting homie invader. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader. This is for the invader. Invader. Sitting homie invader. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Hey ya. 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 All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Invader. This is for the invader. Invader. Sitting homie invader. Invader. This is for the invader. Invader. Sitting homie invader. Invader. This is for the invader. Invader. Sitting homie invader. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Give them all praises. Give them all praises. Hey ya. 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 Peace, 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 peace. Now to the sounds, the Tontonist one. And this is for the Aborigines in North America who've been classified as black, colored, Negro, and all of the other terms of endearment that is placed upon us. So, shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to all the Aborigines. Shout out to the brothers, all the brothers and sisters who is the original or Aboriginal people of this landmass. So, with that being said, I'm going to drop some more information. As usual, just give me a second. I'm trying to send Chief Holiday link. We're gonna get right into this shit. Just give me a second, cause I got like something I gotta do in about an hour. So, Give me a second. All right, here we go. Excuse me. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat room. All right, we gonna get with this shit. All right, so I just got a couple of different things today that I wanted to pull up. I mean, most of it is pretty much the same thing. Of people, they know they classify the Indians as colored. All right, so that's one of the main things that I just like to kind of touch on, so people get a full understanding of that. Because prior to the Hard Seller Act in 1965, a lot of these um immigrants that you see in this country was not here. It was primarily black and white, with a few Asians and the people who they gave the title to Native Americans. Outside of that, everybody was either a white European that came into this country, either a Caribbean, like a Jamaican, a lot of Jamaicans that came here like in the early 1900s, as well as some of the other groups from the Caribbean. But for the most part, if you was here, you was only classified as white, colored, um, Asian, and it say Native Americans. It say, I guess it say from Siberia and else place. All right, so I got an article that I want to read real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. All right, so I got two articles. All right, it's dealing with the Sumerian writing in America. All right, so look, it's an article I found. It's one of the articles that I was going to put with the ancient Americans. But I just felt like I'm gonna touch on this before I really get into the other stuff about the full-blooded Indians, um, or full-blooded original Americans, or whatever the hell our names was, man. Because we do not directly know what we was calling each other. We got some clue, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of these tribes or the original tribes and what was your functions in these tribes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us can't connect ourselves to a lot of these tribes. We just know that we indigenous to this land, just starting off. That's just the starting, that's the prerequisite into being so-called Black Indian or whatever you assume you may be. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of people is new to this. A lot of people just getting into this. A lot of people just want to really find out who they are. So this is just the baseline of it or whatever. There's a lot of other things that go along with it. But for the most part, we just pretty much just trying to find out, okay, we was here. Now, what was we doing here? Which is going to take a lot of other studying and personal research. All right, so this is a title, and it says, "What is the ancient Sumerian writing doing in America?" It's saying, deciphering the Fente Magnable. All right, so all right, saying in 1549, while searching for a capital in the Inca Empire, Spanish conquistadors led by Pedro crossed into Bolivia and discovered the ruins of the Tayahanaka, less than a quarter of a mile of Puma Punka. Puma Punka. Scientists believe that the Tayahanaka was once the center of the civilization with more than 40,000 inhabitants. Located at the Precious Metal Museum in La Paz, Bolivia, we found a famous Funti Magna bowl, a unique piece of ceramic that contains what some believe is one of the biggest secrets of ancient mankind. The Funtine Magna Bowl was discovered near Tayahanaka. Tayahanaka probably is the greatest, nice and the greatest Native American civilization that many people haven't heard of. All right. I say in late Titicaca, saying by a local farmer in 1950. Researchers worldwide believe that this ceramic bowl provides proof of otherworldly contacts at Pima Punka. All right, that's in Peru, I believe. All right. So look, it's saying, but why is this piece of ceramic so important? Well, written on it will find it's saying we'll find Sumerian Sumerian cuneiform, and Proto Sumerian hieroglyphics. It's saying, and this is actually a big deal because ancient researchers, Sumerians, and ancient people who inhabit the Tanahanaka and the Puma Punka. It's saying we're never connected. It's saying, so how come Sumerian cuneiform, saying, and prototype Sumerian hieroglyphics are all over the Funta Magna Bowl. All right, say Arthur Zacharias Stitchin was one of the first to propose that the Sumerians was interconnected with the extraterrestrial beings. It's an ancient aliens theory called the Anunnaki. It's saying this theory that has been believed, rejected, seems truly incredible, but it does not. It does explain how the cuneiform and Proto-Sumerian hieroglyphics got halfway around the world to end up in Latin America. Now, we already know how it got there, just like everything else. Now, this is in Central America, okay? Now, you find Sumerian, they got find. Now, hell knows how many more Sumerian glyphs they find because all this shit is coming out of America. You find all this stuff in America. You don't find you don't find nowhere else in the world a combinations of all these different so-called cultures or ancient cultures like we find. We find Greek, we find Roman, we find Hebrew, we find Sumerian, we find traces of so-called biblical scriptures in the Americas, which I'm gonna get into next. But like, how are we finding all these things here and they're not supposed to be here? There is not no other place where there's a concentration of these ancient cultures that you can find throughout the fucking world. Okay, now people will sit here, oh man, well, man, listen, this is a major find, like they say. Now the writing on the Funta Magna Bowl has been somewhat controversial with different researchers providing different explanations. It said Dr. Alberto Marino translated how he gonna translate something? The writing carved on the Funta Magna Bowl. It's saying and reported that there were Sumerians. It's saying while Dr. Clive A. Winters um determined that it probably was Proto-Sumerian, which is found on many artifacts in Mesopotamia. All right. So what is it doing over here? All right. Now, that's what the bowl looked like. So let me see something. Let me go back up. Now look, listen to this. It says Dr. Winters performed several studies on the Funta Magna Bowl with very interesting results. He compared the writing to the Labaka Berber writing used in Sahara 5,000 years ago. According to research, this writing used by the Proto-Darwinians, Proto-Mandes, and Proto-Elamites, and Proto-Sumerians. Okay. So according to Dr. Winters, the discovered script had a lot of interesting and very similar signs of Libaco Berbers, Indus Valley Proto Elamites, and Proto-Sumerian signs, which allowed him to decipher the text using a phonic value and a vowel script. He was able to decipher some of the writing. According to the research, the Sumerian language is closely related to the Mandi and the Darwinians and Proto-Sumerian language and via script by using the phonic values of the VOD script. Dr. Winters was able to read the script. After successfully translation, Dr. Winters was able to translate the inscription using the Sumerian language, deciphering the Finta Magna Bowl. His basic compare no his he basically compared the writing on the Finta Magna Bowl with the vowel writing and concluded that the Finta Magna Bowl inscriptions are put together using Proto-Sumerian script, and a symbol displayed have several Proto-Sumerian signs which are jointed together from several words and sentences. Dr. Winters divided the Finta Magna Bowl into their constituent parts so they could be interpreted using phonetic values of the vowel writing. All right, I don't know what the vowel writing is, but this is what they're saying. All right, so it's saying the following is a transliteration of the inscription on the right side of the Finta Magna, reading from the bottom to no, I'm sorry, reading from top to bottom and right to left. All right, these are some of the descriptions you see right here. All right, some more. All right, so it say Winner gave the translation. This is what he said. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. You can't really, you can't really be sure of anybody is scripting these, even though Dr. Winters got our best interests at hand. But you can't really tell because no one knows exactly what this shit means. But it's a girl take an oath and act justly. It's saying place. It's saying this is a favorable article of people. Send forth a just divine decree. The charm. It's saying the Finta Magna, full of good, the goodness, Naya. It's saying Naya is pure. It's saying the goodness, Naya is pure. It's saying take an oath to her. It's saying the divine decree of Naya is surround the people with the good godness and gladness. Value the people, article the soul appears and witness to good that comes from faith in the goddess Naya before all mankind. Now you telling me that they find somebody named Naya that written in fucking Sumerian script? All right, let me see what this says right here. We're gonna read some more. It say make a libation, place for water. It's saying seminal fluid. It's saying and seek virtue. This is a great amulet charm. This place of people is a phenomenal area of the deity Naya power, the soul, a breath of life, much incense. It's saying to justly, it's saying make a pure libation, capture a pure libation, or appear here as a witness to pure libation, divine good in this phenomenal proximity of the deity power. All right, so this is what he's saying. He says, all right, but like I said, listen, I'm like this at this point in time in this research. All of this stuff started in America. None of this stuff came from no other place. All of this stuff was already in America. All right. So now look, let me read. I just want to read a little bit more of it. I just wanted to just bring like some observation to it so people can do further research. Just like that observation center we find in Mexico that we don't find no other fucking place. Okay. And I'm gonna show you something else that I got from the
what the brother Asir was talking about yesterday when he was saying the World Fair, the architecture. If you look up the World Fair architecture, you see these buildings that obviously was already here. They had to be here already. So a lot of stuff about the Americas that people don't want to touch. They don't want to know this is the land of milk and fucking honey, man. That's why everybody come here. That's why everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody come here. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, I was just taking my laundry across the street, right? And a motherfucking African and shit rolled past me, right? Now he see me carrying my bag across the fucking street, right? You know what this nigga said to me? He said, "You don't own the road." I said, "Shut the fuck up. I'm a fucking Indian. Take your ass back to your country. Fucking you got some fucking nerve. Like I supposed to stop and wait for your fucking car to come by? The fuck out of here." And this is how a lot of these people think. These people are only here for fucking business. None of these people are your friend. Yeah, they're sitting next to you if they think you successful. See, if you don't have knowledge yourself, then they can get you. But if you know who the fuck you are, and when they come at you with the bullshit, you give them you let them know directly who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that goes, you got to stand on your. You gotta let people know who you are. People think assuming that you are African or you somebody who think they from over there. You know what I'm saying? So this is just like I said. So let me see something. Let me read this down a little bit. All right. So it says at the successful deciphering, the inscription presented on the Magna Bowl seems to indicate that this piece of ceramic was to make offerings to the goddess Naya in request of futility. Thank her for her bountiful and fauna and flora in the area, which made it possible for the Sumerian explorers to survive while in Bolivia. Now, listen, he's saying made it possible for the Sumerian explorer. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no Sumerian explorers came there. Okay, this is what they're gonna always say. They're gonna always say they don't want to admit. And even Clive Winter, I would love to have a conversation with this brother. I've been trying to get in contact with him. Matter of fact, I'm going to get in contact with Dr. David Imhotep. Him and Clive Winters is good friends, and I'm gonna get his email from him. I haven't reached out to brother David Imhotep in a minute anyway, but I'm gonna get his number. I'm gonna get his information, and like I said, when I get time, I'm gonna definitely see if I can build with him on some of this stuff. All right, but it's saying, all right, saying we find it extremely interesting that the people of the Fanta Magna refer to the goddess Naya. Naya is a term for knife. Knife is a Greek, came from the Egyptian. Nah, they translating all this shit wrong. They translating this shit from places they find it, but the original places they find, they trying to say all this shit came from. Remember, Sumerian is supposed to be before Egypt. Okay, Sumerian is supposed to be before Egypt. It ain't supposed. What is that? Baby crying and shit. Sumerian is supposed to be before Egypt. All right, now I say the goddess was extremely important in popular among the ancient people of Libya. It's saying in other parts of Middle Africa. It said before leaving the region to settle in Mesopotamia. It's saying the Indus Valley and the Minoan Crete. All right, so like I said, I find this interesting. I do not believe any of these people came here. I believe this shit was started here. They just don't want to tell. They just don't want to connect all these different cultures to America because the game gonna be up. The game is gonna be up. The game gonna be up. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I definitely find that something interesting about the Sumerian text found in Mexico or Bolivia. So this is another article I got right here. It's another article. It's called "You Won't Believe Where the Oldest Known Carving of the Ten Commandments is Found." All right. It's saying, and he declared upon to his covenant, which he commanded you to perform even the 10 words, and he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. Deuteronomy 4, what's that? Chapter 4, verse 13. It's saying the Israel Bible. All right, now listen to this, right? Look. So this is the stone they found right here. All right. So this is called Los Luna de stones, and the Ten Commandments written in Paleo Hebrew, located in New Mexico. All right. Now, like I said, man, the gig is up, man. You don't have to keep on going on with this shit. Like I do the historical stuff, but I do the behind the scenes stuff as far as trying to get my affairs in order with my trust and everything. As far as my family, I like to bring this to people attention right here. You understand? This is what I like to do. Okay, but outside of this, I do greater good or whatever. But for the most part, I like to bring this to people attention because this is a lot bigger than just some tribal aspect. If this is the true ancient world, and the people that supposed to be these people who supposed to be the most high people, what people believe, obviously has to be us. Like we assumed already. You understand what I'm saying? Like we already assumed. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I like to bring this to people attention. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Just give me 1 second. All right, so it say it may surprise many people that the oldest known, not the youngest or not one of the Ten Commandment scripts, not one of the Ten Commandment scripts, or one of the oldest known Ten Commandment scripts. You know what I'm saying? It's saying learn the oldest known. Okay, it's not saying one of the oldest. It's saying that the oldest known Ten Commandments written in Hebrew on a stone may be the Holy Land but in America. It's saying a controversial carving reside west of Lost Luna, New Mexico, at the bottom of a place called the Hidden Mountain, named Lost Luna's Delaco Stones. It's also known as the Mystery Stone, Phoenician inscription rock, or Mystery Rock. It contains the text of the Ten Commandments written in Paleo Hebrew. Paleo Hebrew predates its modern style Hebrew. Ronnie Siegel, an academia advisor, an e-teacher online language academia, explained the Breaking Israel News. Now he's saying the Breaking Israel News, right? The form of Hebrew was used approximately 1,000 years and fell into disuse around 5,000 BC. The 80 ton boulder on which the writing was carved. No, I'm sorry. Let me read that again. The 80-ton boulder on which the writing was carved is so large that it may have, it was a fucking giant that probably wrote it, that it may have been its present day location since the time of King Solomon ruled from 10,014 BC, no, 1,014 BC to 974 BC. The more square like Hebrew script used today came into the common use of King Solomon reign. It's a continual Siegel, since the writing on the stone is Paleo Hebrew script. Archaeologists surmise that this stone date back to biblical times. So how the fuck did it get here? Oh, let me guess. Somebody put it on a ship and brought it over here. 80-ton rock, right? Somebody put that on a wooden ship. Somebody put that on a wooden ship and brought that over here, right? The fuck out of here, my dude. All this shit happened here, okay? They already got this place secure and they know what happened here, okay? All this other shit that they telling you, yeah, you might find it because it's connections all around the world. Okay, this shit started here and branched out, my dude. Because if Africa is the oldest place, we should be finding all this stuff over there. Sumerian, biblical terms, everywhere. You don't find none of this. You find minimum things over there, okay? Minimum thing. Okay? Okay, I believe Peru is older than Mesopotamia. They just don't want you to know that or want us to know that. All right. So, like I said, man, this is a heavyweight bill, as always, as I always try to provide you guys with something to definitely go back, do your research, whatever you need to do. So during King Solomon rule, it is known that the Israelites maintained reverence of the Ten Commandments and wrote the Paleo Hebrew character as the hidden mountain is saying site was accessible by ships in ancient time. It is plausible that the Israelites landed there during the voyage. King Solomon was influential and powerful king, saying who monarch was marked by many years of peace. He considered the wisest men of all, who ordered sea voyages around the world to satisfy the most curiosity about all things near and far. In addition, it is possible that the Israelites have been sent to the mountain. Man, listen, my dude. Come on, my dude. Come on, bro. Where do they say that they what come on, man? Like when is people going to start using their brain? When is this stuff going to start going off, man? Because we I just showed you, look, that's in Mexico, where the other heavyweight joint at that we were talking about the other day. And they go the other one. They go the other one, the Hopewell Mountains. And it's also Paleo Hebrew. Right here, it's also Paleo Hebrew, the North Holy Stones, okay? It's also, what the fuck? All right, so they was just going, come on, man. The gig is up, bro. We know who we are, man. And these people been lying to us, covering this shit up. They telling them people over there they the Jews. When the real Jews, they paying these Jews, fake Jews over there all this money. And then the real Jews who over in America ain't getting shit. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't getting shit. And they got us paying them over there. That's the fucked up part. They got you paying the fake Jews when you the real Jews and you really went through the real shit. You understand? So now hold on, let me see something real quick. So now look, check this out. Now it's saying this is just the connected. I like the connected shit. All right. It say the other stone, known as the delicate stone, it said was found inside a sandstone box or case. The case was carved specifically. It's saying to house the delicate stones. It's saying the stone itself is inscribed on all sides with characters which have been determined to be it's a block Hebrew, a black Hebrew, or monumental Hebrew. It's a block, okay, or monumental Hebrew. On the front of the stone is a robed man who appears to be holding a tablet. On it's saying above his head is written Moses. When translating, what is anything dealing with Moses is found over here at the bottom of a motherfucking map? Okay? What is it found over here? What is all this stuff found over here that ain't supposed to be here? The oldest Bible verse. You would think that anything they found over there would be the oldest. So why is the oldest over here? Because somehow somebody traveled here, right? Yeah, we get it. All right, so let me read a little bit more before I go into the next part of this. All right. So look, check this out. What did I just tell you? Look, so it's in order to see it's impossible that the Israelites have been sent to the mountain to find raw materials for King Solomon's vast building project, which included the building of the first temple in Jerusalem, which is fucking here. They didn't come all the way over here to grab no damn rock to build King Solomon Temple and go back over there. King Solomon Temple is in the Americas, my dude. It's in the Americas, okay? It's in the Americas. It has to be. It has to be, my dude. Okay. Now look, it says the King Solomon. Now, but look, check this out. To build for vast building project. Okay. Now, what did we see over here? We see pyramid. I mean, we see vast temples or whatever they are, pyramids without stone caps or whatever you want to call them. You know, we also find something. Let me see something real quick. Let me show y'all something. Let me see. Is it on this one? All right. So it's this one. It's this one. While waiting for it, definitely support culture freedom, hitting cultures of America, documentary, Black Indians, um, you know, PayPal, Cash App, whatever. Also T-shirt, Spring app. Cop yourself, son. It's getting hot. Represent, represent. All right, hold up. Is it on this one? I think it's the other one. Let me see. No, it's not this one. It's this one. Look, check these buildings out right here, my dude. These buildings been here. These buildings ain't new. Like this one right here. Look, American welfare icon that have stood the test. Now look, these buildings was not built by these Europeans, my dude. These shits been here. Okay, these shits been here. You see this building right here? Let me see something. You see this building right here? These buildings been here, my dude. You see how these buildings look? These buildings was not built by no Europeans, my dude. Sorry, they just wasn't. Now hold up. Let me see something. Look at this building right here. Look. This building right here was not built by no Europeans. These buildings was already standing here. Okay? Now they saying World Columbian exportation of the 1893. Now listen, I bet you they ain't gonna show you that this building being constructed. I bet you ain't gonna be able to find them constructing this fucking building here. I bet you. Let me see what's going on. Hey, Chief Holiday, I sent you a link and I sent the brother AP a link. I've been sent y'all a link. I don't know whether or not you got it. Let me see. I sent y'all a link, man. So this is one of the buildings right here, right? Let's check this other building out, right? I think this is, let me see this one. Look, this is another building right here. Let's see where this one was at. You think these Europeans did this shit? It's in America. You think these Europeans built this shit for real? You honestly believe that shit? These are the buildings that they were showing you. That when you see these pictures and shit. Look at this one. Hold up. I think this one's still part of that one. Let me see. You see how these buildings look right here? Look, see this shit right here? You think these Europeans built this shit? These shits look just like the buildings in fucking what's the name? In Aldalusia. Look how they built. They built the same way the buildings built in Aldalusia. Look, I'm about to show you this. Check this out. I cannot spell this shit. Andalusia. Let me see Spain. Let me see if it come up. It might come up. And niggas think people be trying to reach. But this shit right here, you gotta take a look at this shit. This shit look the same. They must have tore a lot of them buildings down or reconstructed them. They had to. They had to. These crackers ain't built none of them buildings. Now hold up. Lucia. I think this is it right here. Look. Look at these buildings. These are buildings over in Andalusia, Spain. Look. Look. This is in Seville, Spain. Now look. Look at this. This is in America, my dude. Okay? Now look. Take a look at this and take a look at this. This shit don't look similar. Do this shit look similar? I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm reaching, but come on, man. Like, take a look at this shit, y'all. I mean, come on. Look at this shit. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find something else that looks similar to that. Look at this shit. Hold up. Let me see something. Let me see. They all got similar structures to it. They might not look like this shit right here. This shit look magnificent right here. This one. Let me see something. I guess these would be like more the older ones right here. Look, and this shit right here. They probably tore down the original statue that was in the middle of this fucking shit. Look at this shit, man. These crackers ain't built this shit, my dude. I mean, let's view the page. I want to see what it is. I want to make sure this is in America. Let's make sure this is in America. I don't want to be speculating, man. Now look, it's saying how did the world listen the world the in 1893 World Fair impact Chicago and its architect. All right, say the World Columbian Exposition of 1893 was the first fair held in Chicago. It's saying carving out 600 acres. I mean 600 acres of Frederick Law Armistead Jackson Park. The expert exposition was a major milestone. It's saying, all right, now let me see something. Let me see something. Let's see what that word exposition means. Let's see what that means. Let's see what that means. All right, look. Let's see. The word exposition. It's a explanation, narrative, or explanation, setting or showing forth past particles. Still, all right. It's a expose. All right, expose. All right. So ex exposition. All right. It's saying was a major milestone. It's saying Congress awarded Chicago the opportunity to host the fair over another candidate. It's saying city of New York, Washington, D.C., St. Louis, Missouri, and 100. These places is already fucking near, my dude. All of these places that they naming, the fuck out of here, man. And like I said, they be hiding a lot of this stuff, though. But look, this is some of the images of it. Let me see if they got some more. Let's see. Look, why don't you see no other architect look similar to this in the Americas? Huh? Look at this shit. You think these crackers built this shit? You honestly think that this shit was already here, my dude? They just don't want to. They just don't want us to know this shit, man. They want to keep lying to us and saying, "Oh no, we built." Nah, They didn't build nothing. All right, so I just found that to be interesting, right? Let me see something. This is something I wanted to. I got a few things I wanted to read. All right, so now this is an article I found. Another article, another person who kind of believes some of the stuff that I'm talking about. All right. Now I'm gonna read through a little bit of this. Let me see something. All right, I'm gonna read through a little bit of this because I find this to be very interesting. All right. So this is called. This is an article. Fuck, this shit is on. All right. It's called Spotted Wolf Corner. All right, so it's a Negro Indian history. All right, it's just another perspective. We can just read this shit. All right, so it's a handbook of American Indians. All right, 1906, Frederick W. Hodge. Ancestry. All right, so you want to check on it, you click on this link right here. It say article books presented are historical values only and are not necessarily the option of the website. All right, so look, so it's a Native and Indian, Negroes and Indians. Now before I read this shit, I'm gonna already tell you what my perspective is. So I'm not going to get my perspective crossed with what I'm gonna be reading. My perspective is Negro is a servitude term in which the Spanish placed that among the Caribbean melanated people who was there. You know, a lot of people from the Caribbean telling me it was no such thing as no Arawaks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, hey, that's also a created name. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers from the Caribbean, man, they know. A lot of brothers from Caribbean know they was already here. They know they not Africans. But you got idiots like Garfield who go on a campaign to come here and tell us what we're not. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to the brother Tazariot today and shit, because he go to the gym I go to. And he was saying that the brother Garfield disrespected his daughter, man. I'm like, yo, this nigga Garfield is disrespectful, my dude. Like, you going around and just saying you taking shots at individuals, kids. You come to America and you taking it personal because we're saying we're a group of people outside or whatever, and you're taking personal shots at people, kids, calling people names, and like, yo, how dare you, my dude? And like I said, I don't know why he ain't been get punched all up in the face. I'm not saying, I'm not telling nobody to do it. I'm not saying I would do it or whatever, but I'm just saying we know how people emotions are about their family, and a person will pop off on you quick as a result to that. So, you know, definitely, man, people be taking shots, man, being disrespect. I'm not with none of that shit, man. Like I said, all I want to do is just teach the history. Don't think that you can debunk everything, because by you telling a nigga you could debunk them, you telling me like I'm slow and you're smart. Or no, all right. Well, this is the way it was meant for you to this was the way it was meant for you to try to fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, let me get finished reading this. All right. So the first Negro slaves. Listen, remember, it was already black people here. They sent some blacks out because the British had the colony first. The British had colonies in Brazil. I mean, well, not in Brazil, in the Caribbeans after the Spanish came in. So the Spanish had Jamaica first, and the Spanish and the Caribbean, I mean, the British got there. They already applied the term Negroes onto that because they've been there. Remember, the English took over the Caribbean in the 1600s. The Spanish been there for almost 200 years already. This is what people don't understand. That Spanish was already in the Caribbean for over 200 years. They came in 1492, right? So 1600, let's say, all right, we're over 100 years. So, you know, 100 years. Look. We call ourselves African Americans after what? After 30 years? What? What? 99, 2009. Yeah, after 30 years. It's been 30 years. 2000, it's 2019. It's been 30 years since that term African American was applied to us. All right. So it say the first Negro slaves was introduced into the New World in 1501 or through 1503. It's saying ostensibly to labor in place of the Indians. It's saying who showed themselves to ill-suited to enforce tasks. Moreover, were being exterminated in the Spanish colony. The Indian Negro mixture has proceeded on a larger scale in South America. But now they saying an Indian nigger mixture on a larger scale in South America because they don't want to say it was already Negroes here. We already know it was black people here. So if you don't know, if I'm coming here, I'm going to ask this person right here who writing this, was it black people here? Don't tell me the Indians look this way. Don't tell me that, because you will see a difference from the Southern Indians and the Northern Indians than you would from the so-called Indians of the plain. They do not look alike. And then when you look on these tribes, you see white, mulatto, and black people. The black people supposed to be Africans and the white supposed to be from Europe. So who is the fucking Indian? Okay? Who is the Indian? Only thing we can go by what people said that they got here, what they said that they seen here, and everything else in between. Okay, according to what the penny looked like, reddish brown, dark brown. It could be brown or whatever. Also, from what that statue looked like, that's in the Virginia Historical Society, because that image is all around the Americas. And I don't think that it was a conspiracy for people to write the same thing that they find all through the Americas. You understand? We already know what that Powhatan or whatever we assume that to be of whatever the tribes was in Virginia. Okay, but nonetheless, though, we find that same consistency. We don't find these images of the Southern Indians with. Listen. I'm talking about us here. Okay, me myself. I'm with the kumbaya shit to a certain extent. Okay. Here in Southeast, Northeast, we're trying to determine who the fuck we are. I'm not classifying myself into every group of people until I find my people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to say, all right, it was Indians that look different all around, yeah, it probably was. But here in the Southern Indians now are classified as colored. And this is a fucking fact. And this is through research. I did look, observation. I seen the pictures. The hypothesis is I've listened to people and they tell you how it was Negroes here or whatever. So, and through reading and through Dr. Richard Neves and Dr. James Chatter and, through other people researching, they tell you that it had to be people here who resemble what we assume to be Africans, Australians, South Pacific Islanders. Okay. So we will have to assume that a full-blooded Indian will be somewhere in that order. Okay, because it's like it's up and down. We can't keep going with the okay. Well, what is a full-blooded Southern Indian? Okay, you want to say all right? We want to say some of them could be from Lena Horne complexion to Wesley Snipe complexion, if you want to go there. Okay, but I know for a fact that the motherfuckers in Virginia and through most of these other, a lot of these Europeans mixed in with a lot of these tribes, man. That's a fact. Also, as a result to slavery, you was sometimes on plantations with the Europeans. But remember, the Europeans could not be out on the fields. The Indians was the motherfuckers out on the fields. You know what I'm saying? That's my belief. That's my belief and my my interpretation of what I read. And I'm gonna tell you why when we get to the bottom of this. All right. So so New World 1501, 1503. Let me see if y'all rocking with me, man. And I know Copper Hot Step normally do his show, so I try to get mine in before he go, so he can go ahead and do his thing with the ladies, or whatever. I don't know if they went on yet, but I when I checked, they wasn't on. So let me see. Let me click on this real quick. That's the video from last night. You know what? Let me close this shit up because it's probably the reason why it's pulling. All right, it's on here. Hold up. Let me see what the fuck is going on. Well, while my computer sort this out though. But yeah, I don't know everything, okay? I'm learning my damn self. I learn with each of these videos, I learn more and more. Okay. I'm doing the research. I'm out here talking to people. I'm out here collecting data. Okay, I'm collecting data. I'm in one area, my dude. I'm in Newark, New Jersey, okay, or Irvington or Essex County, New Jersey, okay. Most of the people that I'm asking are here only in Essex County, Jersey. If I'm getting a high percentage in the 90 percentile among the people that I'm asking, imagine everywhere else. Imagine in Florida. Imagine in Delaware. Imagine Virginia, Maryland, Washington. Imagine how many of them people you ask and them people tell you the same fucking thing. You think this is a damn conspiracy? Or we sitting up here saying, well, you think that my hypothesis or what I'm telling you of what I think that the fucking Southern Indians looked like is wrong? It's not, because I see this shit. I see how they classified us, man. Look at everybody. Everybody was classified as a colored, my dude. Everybody. Everybody was classified as colored, my dude. Either color or Negro. And we know that Negro is a slave term. It's an in bondage term, my dude. Okay? There is no group of people called Negroes. The word Negro was applied to the people by the Portuguese and the Spanish when they came here. Okay? In servitude. You don't see the word Negro in any Portuguese text or any. Listen, if the king of Portuguese was a damn what we consider to be a Negro, they're not describing him as one. They calling him either a Moor or something else. They not calling him no fucking Negro. We don't find the word Negro. We don't find them calling none of the people in Andalusia or any of these other places fucking Negroes. We don't hear about it in none of the black nobility in any of the English or London colonies neither. Okay? They only use the English and them only use the word because they took over the Spanish colonies, and the Spanish, when they got there, they applied that term to them. That's why you see that the term is being applied in the late 14th, early 1500s, man, to the people of the Americas. Okay? So it's telling you how the building projects that showed you some buildings or whatever. Hold up, my bad, my bad. I was doing something else. I was over here. My bad. I'm bugging y'all. What the fuck was I? Oh, all right, it's right here. I was right here. All right, yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad, my bad. Sometimes you can get lost, get overwhelmed with a lot of this shit. All right, so boom, let me continue. So it's saying ill-suited and enforced tasks, and moreover was being exterminated. Now we're gonna examine this text. It's saying in the Spanish colonies, the Indian Negro intermixture had proceeded on a larger scale in South America, but not as little has also taken place in various parts of northern continent. It's saying Wood, New England Prospect 77, 1634 tells how some Indians in Massachusetts in 1633 coming across a Negro on top of a tree were frighting, surmising that he was a Abamaka. It's saying, or the devil. Nevertheless, intermixing of Indians and Negroes has occurred in New England. Now, listen, he using a Spanish term, right? Now, listen, in Massachusetts in 1633, if we look up when did the English get the Caribbean? Okay, I bet you we see that it was around that time. Okay, so we say this might be someone that was imported from the Caribbean or from the Spanish colonies, or I don't know. I'm still like I don't know. I don't want to give y'all no wrong information. It's up to your interpretation. You're saying at the top of a tree, we're fighting. Okay, how the fuck a African learn how to climb a tree over here? Hmm? You tell me how? Okay. Now look, it's saying was fighting. It's saying the interaction that occurred in New England. Okay. Now I mean myself, I'm not going with that. They just telling you that these people were not the same. Was not the people who was originally here. These are people who was brought in obviously from the Caribbean. See, people. Why do you think they tell you all the slaves came through the fucking Caribbean? Why would you bring all the slaves through the Caribbean? Because the slaves were coming from the fucking Caribbean. Okay? Okay? Don't be foolish now. Once the British colonies took over, why would the British colonies bring these people through the Caribbean? Why wouldn't they just bring them straight to the Americas? They got colonies set up all in because they're telling you the story in reverse. They're telling you how they was enslaving people here, but they're not. You're not supposed to know that it was melanated people or people who we assume that melanated people that they calling black people or Africans or whatever the fuck the interpretation Moors or whatever. Okay, but these people are not supposed to be here. So, like I said, I don't know what a full-blooded Indian is. Okay, according to my research and my picks, they came in Virginia first. They also came in the Caribbean first. We know what the St. Mary the Good One Indians looked at like or whatever. They got afros. So I assume I'm under the assumption that whoever these people were, they had afros and they resemble us as a people. Okay, so it's saying about the middle of 18th century, the Indians of Martha Vineyard began to intermarrying with Negro. Remember what I told y'all. It's saying a result being the mixed race, and it ain't no mixed race. It's the same fucking people. Okay, it's the same people. If I pull up right now, listen, let me show you something. Let me just show y'all something real quick. All right, let's look at, let's see the NASA. Let me see something. Garrett, the NASA Garrett. I think that's how you spell it, man. Let's go correct. Let me see. Now look, let me see. Let me see if I can find something. No, no, I ain't gonna go. Let me go back on here. Let me see if I can find a picture. Just want to just get a glimpse. Let me see something. Hold up. Let me see if I can find a fucking picture, man. I just want to find a picture just to give you guys an idea real quick. Now we know them are amalgamated people. Now look, these are the NASA Garrett right here, my dude. Look, these are the NASA Garrett right here. Check this out. Let me just pull. I'm gonna pull up another one. Check this out. Uh, Let me see something. For some reason, it's not opening. I think that's how you spell it. Let's see. Now, that was a real image of what they look like. We know these people been fucking lying to us, man, what these people look like. Let me see something. Hold up. So, all right, this is a Wapanaki right here, right? Now, I showed y'all what the fucking chief of the Wapanaki looked like. You cannot make out what the fuck these people are. We know there's not all these races of people. We know that these people are amalgamation of either the Europeans and the people who was already here, man. Look, let me see something. Now, what's this right here? Let's see these people right here. All right. Now they're saying these are Wapanakis, okay? Now it's obvious these people look like they amalgamated too. Let me see. Let's see something. Let me see this one right here. Now look, Wapanaki images. Look at the man. Okay, now you could tell you could tell that's a white lady right there, man. That ain't no motherfucking. That ain't no. Like I said, these amalgamations of these people being accepted into these tribes, man. Let me see something. Now look, why they showing you this image right here? This nigga's a white man. This nigga ain't no fucking Indian. But they're gonna have you believe he's an Indian and look, where's this lady from? Why did this lady look different from him? You could tell, like I said, they want you to believe that, oh, in Americas, it was all, get the fuck out. It was in certain parts of the Americas where the invaders came at. Is only where you start seeing these amalgamations at. This motherfucker right here is a European, man. And like I said, they just trying to show you the myth. Where he come from? Who the fuck is he? Where he come from? If this is a mother, so who is this? Oh, that's a slave, and he the real Indian. The fuck out of here, man. And this is what they're gonna tell you. They're gonna say that. Oh, she was a slave, and he's the real Indian. Get the fuck out of here. Stop fucking lying. Okay, we know what the real Indians look like. Look, if this is Nasser Garrett right here, no, right here. It was right here. Look at this. Look at this brother right here. Look at these ladies. These are all people who classified as colored. Okay, look at them. These are all people classified as colored, my dude. Look at these people, my dude. You think these people faking? They fake Indian? You think the brother sitting in the middle is he got African in him? Hmm? I want to see that picture. Hold up. Let's view this page real quick. I want to just see some. I want to see if. Let me see. Let me see the images. Let's see if some more images pop up. To translate this page. Good. Let me see something. So it's a Nasser Garrett. Now look, you see where they was at? All of this shit right here. This is New York. But look, Montauk, Shinnecock. You got the Shinnecock, Montauk. This is where they was at. They said that Nat Turner was Montauk. This is what Peter Moon said. Now, I don't know. Some people said that he had to be Pumonki or the Pumunkis or one of them tribes. But this what I heard Peter Moon say. I found that to be interesting. That he said that he was that Nat Turner was Montauk. He was from the Montauk Indians. All right, but look, you see right here, all of these tribes. The Wapanaki, I pulled up. Let me see something. Did I pull up images of the Wapanaki? Yeah, I pulled up images of Wapanaki. Look, this motherfucker right here is a European, man. Okay, and he probably looked like he's amalgamated at some point in time. Okay. I ain't trying to bring the confusion. I'm trying to unconfuse myself because I know a lot of this shit that's being told is not making sense, man. It's not making sense according to a lot of the shit that I see, a lot of the research that I've been doing or whatever. And what happens is these people, these Europeans, they become more serious about being Indians than you do. Let me see this one right here. Look. Look at this man right here. Look at him in the back right here. You can tell these motherfuckers, I mean, is amalgamated. Let me see something else. Well, that's that same image. Let me see something. Let me go back real quick. Let's go back here. Know who that is? Giovanni Verrazzano. What Verrazzano said the people look like. People of rusting. Not less like the fucking the Saracens, my dude. Come on, man. Stop playing. Look at this white guy trying to be an Indian and shit. Let me see. I want to just see. Hold up. See now, look. Oh, look. This motherfucking black man. He the chief. You understand? He the motherfucking chief. Now look. All these other people, man. What happened is a lot of these Europeans mixed in, man, to these tribes, man. That's the reason why you see them looking the way they look. You can't find a real image of what the fucking. Let me see something. Let me see. Let me see. Now, they ain't showing me the other pictures. Now look. Now look. Look how he look. Look how she look. It's a fucking white lady. Just gotta call it what you just gotta call it what it is. I don't care if they practice in the culture. Look, now this look more like some mongoloid blend. Let me see something. Where is the fucking original pictures I had, man? Let me see something. Hold up. Let me see. Now look at this. Look at these pictures right here. Look, these are fucking white people, my dude. Look at them. Fucking white people, dude. These are not no damn Indians, man. How dare them, man? You know what I'm saying? How dare them? Now look, this is they call this the Wapanaki. Well, I guess that's how you really spell it, the Wapanaki. Now look at all these. Look, these are Indian women right here behind. Okay, now these brothers right here might be amalgamated at some point in time, but these are still classified as colored brothers right here. But look at the women in the background. Look at these women, my dude. These are black women. These are fucking the Indians in the back. Look at these women. Look at them. Let me see something. We didn't see this image. We didn't see these images before. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Maybe let me see. Maybe we go ahead. We can find some more images before I read the rest of it. Let me see. Now look. Let's see. That's that image. This is from 1915. All right. The majority's Indians in this picture are fucking black. You see a few white people in the back, but the majority motherfuckers is black. They go to old black man right here, the two old black men, black women, all these motherfuckers right here. The amalgamations, you see these Europeans that mixed into these people. Or you can take it, I mean, it is what it is. Look. They want to tell you that these are the Africans and motherfuckers that's mixed with the Africans. Look. Boom, 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 boom. All these women will be classified as colored. All of them. All right. Let me see something. Well, look at them brothers right there, man. Look at the OG back there, man. Look at this nigga. Look at the OG right there. You know what I'm saying? And this is a motherfucking look. Where does it say? All right, it say the two individuals. It say the individuals in this image has been identified. The woman in the back row, in the front, the woman is Sarah Cisco Sullivan. She was the Sachem. Hold up, look. Hold up. They saying this lady right here. They saying her right here. They saying her right here. I believe. Hold on, let me see something. Is they saying, hold up. It's saying the lady left in the left row. It's saying in front. All right, the left row. So the left on my side, it's saying in front. So I assume they talking about her right here. It's saying Sachem. It's saying it's the Hassana Makaban. It's saying and the Nipmuc Indians. It's saying known as Nipmuc Nation during most of the 20th century. Her father, Chief Cisco, is standing to the left wearing the plain styles which many wore back in then. It's saying now her father is one of these Negroes. Okay? Now look, he said her father. It's saying, hold up. It's saying her father, Chief Cisco, is standing left of her, wearing a plain headdress, which many wore back. He talking about this brother right here. So this is her father. So he probably got a white wife. Look, this is her father right here, my dude. This is the chief, like I told you. Some motherfucking chief right here, dude. You know what I'm saying? Now look, now let's see. It's saying thank you, Cheryl Tony Hollier. It's saying for this information. It's saying Braun Stanley Peters, she says, and Slow Turtle knew Sarah well. It's saying they knew her as Zara Cisco Bra, and she lived in the house of the Hassanamaka reservation. All right. Now look. Now look, now take a look at these pictures. And now, so you tell me who the real
Peace, peace, peace. Big bro will be back in a minute, y'all. It's your brother AP, man. Aboriginal Power. Peace, y'all. It's been a while. How y'all doing this evening? So I'm gonna just hold it down while Big Brother stepped away for a few seconds. I just popped in to see what's going on. What's going on, everybody? Laddie, Power Watson, Nah Ether, Chief Komodo, David Corey, Nighthawk, One True God. What's going on, everybody? Everybody good in here? Yeah. Chilling. Everybody good? Yeah. Chilling. So everybody good. It's good to see everybody still doing good. Feathers up, y'all. Y'all already know where to go. This is gonna be the year of of a lot of work. We're gonna have a lot of good things coming to us this year. Shout out Braveheart. What's going on? Joseph Scott, Lorenzo Duckworth, peace. Alicia, what's going on? Coppertone Tony, what's going on, everybody? See, we in here. We got a full house. It's a heavyweight jam. You already know, man. Big bro A1 still going in. He been going in strong. You know, that's the master teacher. Yeah, I don't know. I think A1 stepped away for a second. So we trying to get it going. Ty Hawk, what's going on? Mr. Dark Brother, what it do? Blue, what it do? Red Robin, what it do? Yeah, we got a full house in this thing tonight. So yeah, I kind of came in late, so I don't really know where the brother was at. So I'm just holding it down for a big bro.
Hey yo, y'all ain't hear the music I was playing?
No, we ain't heard none of that. A1,
How long?
big
How
bro.
how far back? How far back was I not? Could y'all not hear me?
I'm gonna say at least the last 5-10 minutes, bro.
Oh shit, y'all. My bad, y'all. My fucking microphone has a button on it, man. And this shit, I keep hitting the button. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I gotta tell them. You know what? That's why. I don't know. I've been sent y'all the link, man. I sent you and Chief the link probably like 20 minutes. I mean, probably when I
I'm out.
first started.
I know. I just happened to see it. I just got back around. You know what I mean? I left my phone at the crib.
Oh, I started you then.
But but yeah, I came in. I seen it was silent, so I was just holding it down for you. You feel me?
Yo, my bad, yo. I just played the song. I just had to step away for a minute, man. I probably ain't got nobody watching, yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Mic
you got
check,
like
mic check.
112. You got like 112 in here.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Y'all can hear me. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Did y'all hear me playing the music? If y'all heard me playing the Indian coming song, let me know. Did y'all hear that?
Nah, nobody heard nothing, big bro.
Oh shit. All right, my bad. All right. So what I was talking about was this, right? I don't know how far out I was, but let me go ahead. Let me just go back a little bit. All right. So I was right here. Let me see something real quick. All right, I was right there. I was reading off this article right here. All right. Now look, I don't know how far out y'all didn't hear me, but I'm gonna go all the way back. So this is from an article which is Negro Indian history. Remember, we know that the word Negro only means in servitude because it's not an English, Dutch, or any of the European colonies that came to America. This is not no word that's from them. So obviously, wherever they got these people from, they people had to have this term directly put on them. But the confusing part is people think because the term was put on them that they was brought from the continent of Africa. No, these people was already in the Caribbean. from the get-go. All right. So now it says, now I'm gonna start from the beginning, since I don't know how far back we went. But look, now like I said, I don't know, did y'all hear me? But my spill is that the Negroes are the Caribbeans, in which that could have got mixed up with the Indians that could have came from here, that was put on these British colonies. Okay, the British colonies, they enslaved the people who was already there. So when they got there, they enslaved the people. When they took over from the Spanish, they enslaved the people and had them working on these plantations. And then they were just trading people, sometimes from the Americas. They'd take them to the Caribbean, and then they would sometimes send some of the Caribbean Indian, or send some of the Indians that they took from North America back to North America, probably in Charleston, Louisiana, New York, or Virginia. They send them anywhere. You can send them anywhere. They have no idea where they was at. All right, so that's my perspective on it. I don't believe we know, according to Columbus, we know according to the Portuguese, we know according to what the Jesuits were saying, that the Portuguese, when they went over to Brazil, they said they having sex with Negroes, meaning that they was already there, meaning that they ain't saying that they brought these people there. They saying that when they got there, this is what they was doing. So, all right, so hold up in a second. All right, so look, it say the first Negro slaves were introduced into the New World in 1501 through '03. All right, it said that the place labor for the Indians, who showed themselves to be ill-suited. Now, he's saying that the natives showed themselves to be ill-suited, but he's going to contradict himself in this article. Now, I say, to enforce the task, moreover, were being exterminated in Spanish colonies, and Indian Negro intermixture had proceeded on a larger scale in South America, but not little has taken place in various parts of northern continent. Wood is saying New England Prospect 77 1634 tells how some Indians of Massachusetts in 1633, coming across a Negro in the top of a tree, was frightened and amused that he was Abamacha, or the devil. Nevertheless, intermixture of Indians and Negroes has occurred in New England. All right, saying about in the middle of the 18th century, Indians in Marthavineyard begin intermarrying with Negroes. The result that being that mixed race increase in a number. Now I said Marthavineyard. Marthavineyard is in where? That's in Massachusetts, right? Now, when I got there, now they saying mix. Now, I was showing you. Hold up, no, I was showing you these Indians. Was it this page? No, hold up. Where was I? Let me see. Was it this page? Wasn't that page? On that page, it was this page. No, hold up. It was right here. All right, so now look, AP.
I'm here, big bro.
AP. All right, now look. The majority of these people in these pictures who's supposed to be Indians, what would you classify them as, my dude? If you look,
I mean, if I was to say something, I'm gonna use two different terms, right? I would say these people look like black folk, or what they would call a Negro.
okay, now look, you see this old lady right here? I mean, old elder right here. See her, see him, see her, see her, see her, see her, see her. All these people right here look like our family, okay? And like I
Some of
said,
them
we
look
could
like
tell
they,
the ones that.
yeah, some of
Go
them
ahead.
look like they slid in a little bit. You know what I mean? They slid
Is
in.
that look at these women in the back right here. You telling me you ain't got nobody in your family that look like these ladies right here? Huh?
Oh yeah, one of them look like my auntie.
All right then. So you see the majority of the women in the back look like that. And then you look to the left, it shows you the other picture right here. I don't know if y'all heard me. They said this old slick looking dude right here, he's the chief right here in the back. Now look at these Indians right here. The fuck, well, what would do these Indians look like? What do they look like?
Our family.
All right, then directly. Ain't no directly, right? Now look, you see, look at the brother in the back. The brother in the back look like what we resemble African to be, right? Now look, let's go down. This I just showing you because these will be what Massachusetts Indians will look like. Okay, some of them. Now look, now look at some of the ladies. Now this is the Sachem. This is his daughter, according to what they say. Now I might be wrong. They might be talking about the guys in front of them, but they said to her left. So to her left would be him. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, we see amalgamation of different people, but the majority of these people will be classified as Negroes, however you look at it, colored, whatever you want to call them. Okay, brother, right here, even him. You know, she look white. You already know. Look at the sister right here. Now, come on, man. Look at these. Now, look at the picture. AP.
Yeah, I see it right there.
Now, look at the picture. You know what I'm saying? Look how they looking at him. Like,
See
yo,
now,
y'all better
the
not
only
say
one
y'all
that look a
black.
little off is the one right there in that right corner in the back. That lady in the back in the
The
right
white
corner.
right here, yeah, her, and even like I said, even he. But we see Negroes who look like him, so we know he's
Right,
amalgamation.
we do, we do.
Okay, but with a deception of them two, if we took them two out of here, it would be hands down what these women right here will be classified as. I'm going off a classification of how these people been playing the whole time, man. No wonder why niggas be claiming like nigga Vanessa Williams or whatever, and we know she just a light skinned black woman. But for the most part, we know why because everybody was classified as color. Every non-European who's here in America, we always looked at as a black person. And that's a fact. You understand? You know, not now, maybe, because you see all these other people running around here. But prior to that, we would say that these was all people of color. So this article right here is saying that the mixtures, all right. So now look. Talking about the middle, Martha Vineyard, saying the mixed race. It's saying increased numbers improve the temperance and industry and like an intermixture with similar a result is reported about the same time from parts of Cape Cod among the Mashpee in 1802. Very few pure Indians was left. Now look, like I said, very few pure Indians, right? But what Indian in that picture? You tell me which one of them is the prototype of the original Indian. There has to be a prototype or original Indian that has to be. And from what I'm saying, either them women are African slaves or them original people what they look like. Because they don't look like the rest of the other people. So you got to start looking at shit. If you're gonna have to use your observational skills when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Because a lot of this stuff is not it's not out there. It's not straightforward. Okay, but nonetheless, though, that was that, right? So now look, let me go down. I'm gonna read a little bit of this, right? Now I say, although one observed much of the betokening of Indian type and the admixture of the Negro and white blood has materially changed them. Now look, the add blood of the mixture and white blood. Now, if you take an image of this picture, right, you go in here, okay? Now listen, these are Indians, right? According to them, right? Now, out of these pictures right here, who is the real Indian? Who the real Indian? I don't know. What Indian? So who? What you mean, Negro blood and white blood? So where's the original? What do the original Indian look like?
Like the lady right there next to that man at the top right corner, next to the lady with the hat on.
You think that's the original one? So where these
Man,
sisters right here
shit.
come in? She could be amalgamated too. Where these sisters right here come into? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and these are like I said, you can look and see. You can look and see. They are it's amalgamations, but you see darker. You see like women like her right here. You see women like her. You
Yeah,
see
even the
what?
lady behind her, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, all these people be classified as color, no matter how we look at it. No matter how we look at it or whatever we want to say, and we want to say, nah, they would be classified as color. That's it. Um, Let me see something. They keep on saying how the Negro blood, but now when you get down here at the very end right here, right, it talks about the Montauk. And it's saying to be mixed with Negroes. It's saying though recognizable. It's saying by their Aboriginal features. It's saying the region of Chesapeake furnished evidence of Indian Negro mixed. To see, they're lying because they were trying to say that either they amalgamated the Indians and now either they look like a European or a Negro. How? So what did the original Indians look like? But we have an idea because you got images of them. We got images of them. Yeah, images of them. Your man John Furburn and all these other people, they made dark looking Indians, and they ain't no light looking Indians, bro. Let's go to the images, man, because we have to always go back. We have to always go back here again. You know what I'm saying? We have to go back here again because I'm sorry, we got to do it again. We got to go back to the base beginning and shit. Now, let's take a look at this. Never's come on. Let me see. Let's give it a second. It's coming up. Now go back to the basics of what they said the people in this region look like. And you know what I'm saying? It's not just the region of you know what I'm saying, the Americas, but we find the same similar looking people all through the Americas. Okay. Now, this is the template of what I go by. Because I know they came in Virginia, and I know that they also came in Massachusetts. These are the two places in which the English or the British claim they always came at the most. Okay, that's why I always refer back to what the Pequot Indians look like, what the Wapanaki Indians look like, and what the Nassagara Indians look like. Okay, now we can go here. We go here to the Virginia Indians. Okay, the Virginia Indians clearly. Let me see something. Let's see where. Let me see. See, people would tell you these are African, these are Indians, But let's see. Let's go back a little bit. Why do all these people look the fucking same? Why? Look. They got hair wraps on. Look. Look how dark she is. Okay? Parrots. So we know where we at. Look. Well, I don't know. This is over here, my dude. This is in Cuba. This is somewhere in Cuba somewhere or the Caribbean. But these are more Indians right there, you see? The more Indian, the West Indies. Look how the people look there. Everywhere we go, we see the same fucking looking people or looking similar. Look, okay? Let me see something. But I like to go off of this one the most. This one, I like to go off of this one of what they saying the Indians looked like. Look. Okay. An emblem of America. Okay. She's pointing at your colonizers here. Sir Walter Raleigh, Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, etc. Okay? These motherfuckers right here do not look like the a bunch of mixed people. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we could find like the Indians, of course, okay? Now, like I said, my great grandmother was raped by a white man in the South. But for the most part, I know most of my family, when I look up the people that's in Alabama, most of the people who got my last name live in Alabama. Okay. And when I look up like on all my cousins on Facebook, all my cousins is darker. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they all in Alabama. But now, like I said, this is just an image of what they showing you or what. So I don't know what a full-blooded Indian, but I do know what the people who came here who keep making references to these are what the people look like that was here in the Southeast. Now, I got other images that show you. Now, this is an observation. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. This is a fucking observation. This shit is tangible. Okay, this shit is fucking tangible, my dude. You can say what you want to say. Look, this is the fucking Caribbean, my dude. You understand? Look, this nigga has a fucking turban on his head. See this? See this? Little boy, these are obviously Negroes, my dude. You understand? Look, this is in the Caribbean. They go a sloth. Okay, they said when they got to the Caribbean with giant sloths there. Okay? Now you tell me. You tell me. I'm going by the images. I ain't going by nothing else. I'm going by what I see here. My observation of what the people on this side looked at like. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can go to Mexico and go to other places too and see what the difference, the similarities look like. But here in North America, I'm more interested here because this is where my people is from and where I'm trying to really, for the most part, find. Look, they make obviously references that these people was much darker than the European itself. More Indians with an Afro type of haircut with feathers in his hair. Okay, you can look at it. Obviously, look, take a look at it. Look, it's a fucking Negro with feathers in his hair. Come on, stop playing. Stop playing. Okay, and these are
That's a deep. Yeah, that's a hell of a video right there.
hmm?
That's a hell of
Yo.
a picture right here. Yeah.
The images support the images support what other archaeology. I mean, what other anthropology, archaeology found here. And they support what the explorers and the conquistadors said when they got here. Okay, this is what they saying, but obviously they was telling the truth because all the fucking images fit their narrative, and it fit ours too of what we're saying. Okay, now I can look, check this out. Let's go here. Let's see what these Indians here look like. I can't open this up that much right here. Let me see. I got another picture with that on it. But like I said, I done did the support, but I always got to refer back to these images. I have to. I always got to refer back to them because this is where the money is at right here. You cannot deny this shit. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Indians. Where is that? This is in fucking Florida, my dude. Look. Hold up. It just got small on me. Let's take a look at this. Look. Look. Look at the Indians. So them are African slaves, huh? Hmm? So them African slaves? Like I said, it's too much. You cannot hide this shit. You cannot hide it. You cannot keep telling people the same stories when they obviously telling you that they was enslaving the people of the land. It's clear, man. The gig is up. And the gig been up for a long time. And I'm not trying to prove this to no Africans. I'm trying to prove this to us and to my people who trying to find their historical connection to anywhere. Any historical connection would be better than telling yourself lies that you from another place. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather anything at this point in time, even if you're not Cherokee or you're not none of these other tribes, at least if you know your origin start back here, this is a great place to start it from. We showed you the biblical text they found here, all of this other shit they find here. All of these images are fucking Negroes or people who will be classified as colored people no matter what image I pull up. And like I said, this is the fucking king of damn Portugal. Okay? This is the king of Portugal. They're not calling him a Negro. They're not calling him a Negro, my dude. They saying the king of Portugal is saying wearing a cross right here with the horse on him. And look how bigger he looked than these people. I know maybe that's a misdrawing, but they're not calling this nigga a Negro. Look at him. Motherfucking Blackamore. He went the Order of Santiago. Now, like I said, they took this shit over, but the Order of Santiago, look. All right. So let me read some more. I wanted to just conclude with this particular article. Evidence of inter-Indian Negro intermixture is saying the fact pointed out that Brinkston is saying a list of the numeric 1 to 10 given as a natacode in a manuscript of a prioress and missionary to the Mohawk dating from 1790. It's saying is really a Mandango or closely related language indicate contact of intermix. That's bullshit. That's what all these motherfuckers try to connect these languages back to Africa. So they make these assumptions. Well, it had to come from over there. They had to come from over there. A lot of these names that's over here are similar to names that we see in other places around the world. They all got one syllable or like, you know what I'm saying, or two syllable words or two syllable, like, you know, they pretty simple words or however you look at them. Like, I mean, you know, I mean, that's just the way I look at it. All right. So the Pamunkey and Matapani of Virginia is saying census state that there has been considerable mixture of white and Negro blood. Now they trying to say considerable, making assumptions. I'm going by what these people saying. These people is the ones coming here saying that this is an emblem of America. I didn't draw this shit. Let me see. It's another picture.
What happened? Hey, one of your sound cut out, bro. If you speaking, we can't hear you. A1.
Let me see something.
I think I heard you came back in.
Let me see something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now, big bro.
You can hear me now?
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
all right,
loud
all
and
right.
clear.
All right, my bad, y'all. All right, sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck is going on today, y'all. But yeah, well, like I said, this is another image of what Renoki Rashidi said an Indian looked like. Okay, and this is he's saying this is from the prowls of 16th century Spanish, the gallows of Mexico, Al Capac, Palico, Alapac, whatever, man, Mexico, basically. Saying took it this morning, all right, in a museum in Mexico, and this is what he found. And this is a motherfucking Indian, okay? But they keep on trying to they keep covering up all this shit. So, and like I said, I'm about to get up out of here though, but I wanna conclude it. Oh shit, you know what? I'm sorry, I ain't even sharing my screen. My bad. It's one of them type of days, so everybody have them, I guess. Hold up, let's go back. All right, so this is the image right here. All right, this is in Mexico, Galileo, in the Mexico. It's an Al Cap Acapulco, Mexico. All right. So this is one of the museum's exhibits that's hiding your people, that's hiding the people of the land or whatever. Like I said, they have to be the same people because we just found the oldest so-called scriptures of so-called of the Bible. How? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because they lying to us about everything. They came here and took our shit and rewritten something. They probably added the New Testament more or less. Well, we know they added the New Testament, but they added the New Testament to pretty much benefit them to pretty much control you. All right. So this is just another image. Like I said, I don't know what a full-blooded Indian look like, but I'm under my observation, my motherfucking observation is maybe not the same as other people. Maybe my observation is not the fucking same as other people. I don't know. Look, you take a look at these people right here, my dude. These is Indians. Look at the babies. Okay, these are Indians, my dude. Okay, you can stop playing. We can do whatever we want to do, but let's at some point in time we got to start. We're gonna have to start looking at this shit with common sense. Let me see some of those. Yeah, images like this. This is another drawing. So maybe people can't draw and they seeing things wrong and shit. You know what I'm saying? When they drew this guy right here, you know what I'm saying? Chief of the Taka wise. Okay, maybe they was wrong when they drew this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they were. Maybe they were. She got a bird. She got a bird. He got a pipe in his hand. This is a brother right here. You can stop guessing. You can stop playing games. This is a brother right here. And then, like I said, we know why. We know why this occurred. Let me see something. Hold up. All right, it's right here. All right, hold up. All right, so back to this. Now y'all can see it. Y'all can hear me now. All right, so they trying to say that any Indian that is dark skinned or melanated is a fucking mixer. All right. Um. All right. Now I say we find not only Indians Negro intermixing, but also a practice of Negro slavery among Indians of South Atlantic and the Gulf states. The Melungeons of Hancock County, Tennessee, were formerly residents in North Carolina. It's saying are said to be a mixture of white, Indian, and Negro. Now listen, they lying to you about the Negroes, okay? The Indian enslaved is a Negro. So let's stop fucking playing games, okay? First of all, the Indian, the physiognomy of the Indian is that of the Negro. We don't need to play games. This is the only reason why you're only seeing two mixture of people. Okay, we're saying white people and we're saying black people. That's it. And mulattoes and in between. That's it. We ain't seeing really no Asian people. We ain't seeing no other people. We only seeing that in a lot of the Oklahoma state. But here in the southeast where it says the South Atlantic, it's saying slavery of among the Indians. It's saying the South Atlantic Gulf State, the Melungeon County, all right, mixer. It's saying the so-called Croatans of North Carolina and Red Bones of South Carolina seems to have the same mixture, holding Negro slaves by the tribes in Carolina led considerably intermixing. Now check this out. It's saying there has been much Negro intermixing among the Seminoles. Y'all can hear me? You can hear
Yeah, we
me,
can hear
AP?
you
All
loud
right,
and
okay.
clear.
It's saying among the Seminoles from the early period, it's saying although the remnants still living in Florida is comparatively pure blood, Indian blood of other Indians, the Muskegans stock of the Creek seems to have most of the miscegenation. It's saying fully 1/3 of the tribe perceptibly Negro admixture. Now it's saying 1/3 of the tribe. Okay, all right. It's saying DeSoto, a queen of the Yuchi, ran away with one of his Negro slaves. Now look, here we go. All right, now they already said DeSantos was grabbing Indians off the coast, bro. Negro slave from where? From Africa? That's what I'm trying to tell you. They confuse niggas. Okay, they make you think that anytime you see a Negro here, but all of the anthropologists are saying this, all of the early explorers, everybody's saying that with black people here. But when it comes to the Indian, oh no, he's not an Indian. And then when you prove that he's not an African slave, they try to say, oh well, it was only a few of them that came here. So you know this is directly a cover up, man. This is a direct cover up. If you never seen one ever in your lifetime, bro. If you think you live in a straight fucking conspiracy theory, dude, they got you thinking you somebody else, and they know who you are. Okay?
Yes, it's like that movie Us. You
Exactly,
know,
exactly, 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 exactly. Is that they trying to tell you the evidence of Negroes and all these tribes because they don't want you to believe that, oh, the ones you see that don't look like Negroes are the mixture of the European. So where's the real Indian? Oh well, because they mixed in with the European, there is no origin. Get the fuck out of you, lying bitch. Like I'm sorry, I don't mean encourage, man, but for real, man, because like I said, at the end of the day, look, here go another story. So look, it's saying that the famous companion of Kabaza de Vaca is saying that Explorer 1528 through 36 was a Negro, and the importance of Negro companions of Spanish explorers has been discussed by Wright. Now it's saying the Algonquin people and the Shawnee and the Chippewa of Minnesota is saying furnished some cases of Indian. Now, like I said, they trying to tell you it was Negroes. All these places they mix with all these Indians. They're lying to them. They're lying to us. They're lying to in the individual who reading this. The Canadian Tuscarora of the Algonquin stock said to have some Indian. We go again. It's saying few people of evident Negro blood among the. Now here that this is why it's important that we do these videos. This is why it's important. It's important that you have people who doing everything, okay? But you have to continue to push this information and keep giving people different perspectives of what these people think. We already done showed you that the anthropologists and archaeologists and all these other people describing these people as Negro, we got the images right here, okay? So even if they want to sit here and lie to you, they can't lie. This motherfucker don't look like he don't look like none of the people in none of these tribes. Him, look, him. Let's go ahead. Him. These people don't. These people look like Africans. So why are these Indians? These people right here. This brother right here, they're gonna say, "Oh no, well, he just put on a feather. That was African. He just put on a feather." Come on, man, stop playing, my dude. Look just like my cousin. Got a head, big ass head, just like my cousin. These people right here. These people right, an emblem of America. An emblem of America, okay? An emblem, okay? Like I said, anytime they try to give you kind of confusion, we just go back to what the people who came here and what they saw. We don't even need to play games, man. We really don't. Look,
that's a fact, though.
we don't need to.
Just go
We can
back and
go
look what they documented. They said.
Go right back to the evidence. Summer Jam screen. Look at this. Summer Jam screen. Look just like Dion. It look just like young Farrell. Look. Summer Jam screen. Look. Where's this guy at today? Oh well, he intermixed or whatever. So you don't think that you can't be directly connected to this brother? No, I'm African. I did my DNA. Yeah, they said I'm from West Africa, and that's it. That's the end of the story. Okay. Okay. So we don't need no confusion. We see what they say. We see what the fuck they say. These people do not look at her hair. They made her hair locky like this because this is a motherfucking Negro sitting on an alligator with the cornucopia. Look, with a fucking parrot on each other. Parrot on her head sitting on the alligator. Alligator ain't bothering her, my dude. Look. Come on, bro. This is some real shit, my dude. We think this shit is fake though. Look. Look how her hair is locky. You see how our hair is? Like when how black women hair be when it's long. When your hair get long and you comb it down, you straighten it, and you do it, your hair be puffed out like this. This is how our hair. This is not no shit that just falls straight down. And like I said, we know that it was some tribes that might have that mixed, but the majority, was mixed with the Mongoloids. You gotta keep it 100. Look, this is Virginia. It's Virginia. Look, do any of them having all these people got the same hairstyles, what we call afros, my dude. Okay, all of them do. You sit here and start copping the plea and shit. Start saying, well, nah, well, these people, no, well, where's these Indians at? That. So, like I said, that's just the evidence. Anytime that they want to come at you with the mixed Negro blood and all this other goofy shit that they be saying. Now, look, it's saying, nevertheless, few cases. Look, in all of these places where there's supposed to be Negroes, they're gonna tell you. Now, look. Nevertheless, few cases of intermarriage on it said are reported from the regions of Kudo. Former residents of Louisiana and East Texas appear to have true Negro blood. See, look, they're gonna say that. The Atlantic Gulf Coast region of Indian blood, much Indian blood. Lewis and Clark reported the same of Northwest Indians in the mysterious reason got their Negro. So get the fuck out. You hear this shit? They want to say that Lois and Clark, when they went west, they found Negro Indians there because they were sleeping. You see, this is a cover up, my dude. But look, one thing they always tell you, though, this is what they always tell you, though. This is it right here, in this part right here. And I'm going to go to the next thing and I'm getting out of here. The latter part, the latter point out that in all Southern colony, Indian slaves, now, all Southern colonies, Indian slaves were bought and sold and kept at servitude and worked and filled side by side with Negroes until the time of the Revolutionary. Now I say the conservant that the conservatism of the Indians and his dislike of the contempt of Negro have prevented his borrowing much while the in I'm sorry, the intentiveness, I'm sorry, the intentiveness, I guess that's how you pronounce it, of the latter of his love for the cosmic stories led by whatever. That's just some bullshit. We don't need to even read that shit though. But that's just something I found to be interesting. But anytime I find that they admit that the Indians of the southern colonies were all enslaved, that's your key point right there. That's your key point right there, my dude. Because it was more Indians enslaved, right? Now, look, this is something else I found, right? I was just reading over this right here, and I just found this to be interesting, right? Was it this one? Let me see. No, it wasn't this one. Hold up. Okay. Let me see, son. Was it that one? Nah, hold up. It was this one over here. It was over here. Hold up. Well, you know what, man? I got a bunch of shit up, man. I'm gonna finish this tomorrow, y'all, cause I got some things I gotta do. I ain't gonna really be able to get all this out like I want to get it out right now. Let me see though. I found this to be interesting right here. I found this post. I guess somebody posted this, but yeah, man, people starting to wake up, y'all. We waking up. You starting to see people like whatever the correct term is. We still trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some understanding of it. As far as like nationalization and everything. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's up to the interpretation. Everybody's not going to agree on the same thing. Come on, Paige. Hold on, let me see let me see if it come on. AP. I guess AP must have dropped out. Oh, all right. Yeah, this was a good one right here. I liked it. This one, right? This is a good article right here. Let me see something. This is a brother. I don't know who this brother is. I just actually found this just doing some research, but I found it to be kind of cool or whatever because I seen Yvette Carnell right here, right? So this is out of a Soul Poco. All right. So this is. Let me see. I don't know. .net. So this is socially political commentary. All angles. All right. Come on, computer. This is a brand new fucking computer, and this shit's starting to act like this old one, man. I don't know if it's these sites or what. Let me see something. Give me a second. Damn, what the fuck is up with this shit, y'all? Okay. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right, I guess this is a brother who probably looked on YouTube or probably been studying, but he got some of the same images that a lot of us who've been doing research has. So it say blacks are the true first Americans, saying you can't go back to Africa, hitting lies in history, right? I found that to be kind of funny, right? So let me see, let's go down. So it shows you the word America pertaining, it's saying Native America originally applied to the Aborigines or copper colored races found here by Europeans. It say the hidden truth in the first Americans are the so-called black people who occupy the ghettos, slums, and poverty-stricken areas of all parts of America, which Greeks called the Pangea. Now, like I said, some stuff is not going to be for the great earth split the land into 7 continents. For the particular literature, I will also bring forth the fact that one can research for themselves. Primarily, let me dissolve the myth that Christopher Columbus and the Spanish discovered America. He did not. In fact, in his diary, he stated that the first people he saw were so dark and so-called Negroes in Africa. It's saying he had a picture painting depicting the Aborigines he captured in America. See below. Now, this is an image I'll be showing you, the St. Mary the Goodwin, in which that the the brother the 1828 definition of America brought this image out, and Yafa Bay went in there. If you look in the back, you see him right here. I got the image right here. Let me see. Pull it up quick. Y'all done seen it before. Let me see.
It was like energy.
Huh?
My bad,
You can
A1.
hit?
Yeah, it kicked me out, so I had to come back in. My bad.
Oh, all right.
But the point is to go back on your documentations that they documented themselves. They trying to hide all this shit that they documented because they fucked up by telling who the original people was. So
Yeah.
now they trying to persuade you and tell you that you some goddamn African or
And
African American.
And this is what they show you right here, man. They show you what these people look like, and this is just a drawing. Somebody put this, but the information is accurate. Said at least 3,000 American so-called Indians are known to have been shipped to Europe between 1493 and 1501. The Columbus expedition, with likely total being possible double that. Most were sent to Seville area, where they seem to show up on the slave market as Negroes. All right, and it tells you how Jack Ford talks about it, what their names was, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so these are the images and what he's showing just to verify what I'm reading. All right, so he's saying pictures below. Um, it's saying still to this day, our people can even go to the dictionary, preferably older than 1840. And newer dictionary has the abridged, highly tempered. One can read the definition of American, which states the copper-colored people found in America. Let me emphasize the word strongly, as it proves if we were found, then apparently we were already in America. Most of our people has outcasts of true American Indian, which I document in my documentary. It's saying through the divide and conquer strategy. This is why the typical mental image of Native American, mostly likely fellow with straight hair, feather headdress, Hollywood virgin, mongoloid blend. It's saying of Indian. It's saying many of our darker skin tone Indians have been kicked off reservations and excluded from reparation. Nevertheless, let us make any mistake. The lighter skin complexion Native Americans are of the same blood lineages and pedigree. We are really a family. It says see the pictures of the Yamasee Indians. All right. So it's saying tribe near Arizona. It's saying, as you can see, it's saying sit together and interview in harmony. I can stress enough how we must come together back to lose our identity, that we are not the same family. Saying furthermore, if we look as recent DNA, now he's saying something contradicting to what my video is about. But like I said, I showed you what the images is, but I just find this to be funny, right? So it's saying, all right, let me just read a little bit more of it. All right, so saying American is the Pima tribe located in what today is called Arizona, though it's saying though that it not true, it's not true Aboriginal name of that area. It's a see Pima Indians, Arizona, Chief Blue Wing and the family. It's saying Department of Anthropology, 1905 World Fair. Look, they go to World Fair again. It's saying also see the records and DNA industry, since many black people have begun to trace their heritage genealogy. There is a deliberate scam to underway of the DNA industry, because results can be and are being manipulated to remove us from our heritage in America and place us in an African source. Dr. Yafa Bey, yeah, shout out to Yafa Bey, also notes that the Indians school in Bowling, Oklahoma image clearly state Creek and Seminole Americans, which we can see the natives are a mixture of different phenotypes. It's saying photo references courtesy of the Oklahoma Historical Society. Let me say that there is nothing wrong with at all with Africa and our brothers across the sea. However, many of our people have prime land that is owed, to which the United States government will not openly disclose. In fact, Empress Washington Nation, Verdurst, Galveston, El Bay, in the case of 1848, the heirs of Henry Turner versus. So this is the image right here, what they were showing you. They show you the creek and the Seminole. You can't really see it because it's kind of far away, but that's what it's saying. So the United States was secure over 660,000 acres of land from the United States. Assertion that the United States government sold land that they in fact did not have authority to purchase. It's saying research the Washington proper, one of the most indisputable facts. The Olmec heads located in South America, which are some of the oldest found artifacts. We go through a lot of stuff. I just found this to be real cool. I liked it. Um, I ain't going. Let me see something. Matter of fact, I want to read a little bit more. All right, saying, however, documents were kept. Look, check this out. Look, listen. This is what he's saying. And remember what I told you. Even in this right here. Let me see. Let me go back here real quick. Even with this right here. Let me see. Okay. Give me a second. Let me see if it come back up. You could trust and believe we ain't the only people who know this. There's people out here doing research who know this. They know. You know what I'm saying? We know. Let me see. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. I'm just looking for one thing. I want to match something up with what this brother's saying on this page. And this passage right here, man, tells a lot, my dude. It tells a lot. It tells you the position in which these people did. It even tells you, let me see something. Trying to find one page. You know what page I'm looking for. So I was gonna read this anyway. This shit is running slow though. I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna just go back to that, finish that out. Well, he gonna tell you that the government hid them pictures and hid a lot of other pictures that I'm starting to see, according to what other scholars is saying. Let me see what the fuck is going on. Here we go. Let me see. Come on, computer. Come on, computer. Stop playing. Just gotta wait till it load up. But pretty much, man, from the research, man, you see that it ain't like, I mean, it's directly a cover up, and it's a cover up in the worst way to, you know what I'm saying, to hide people of their nationality and who they originally was and where they originally from, just to give someone else an identity. Why they did that? Because of probably the freedmen's and all of the money that's owed to them to keep us off. So he put people in charge of these government facilities, and they're turning you around saying no because you got African blood when they know that they let white people into the tribes easily. They let them into the tribes easily, then without no delay. Don't It's not a problem. No one is mad. No one has any problems with it. You know, that shit's still loading up, man. No one has any problems. No one is in confusion. No one is arguing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in full acceptance of these white people being in these tribes. So I don't know if it keep acting up like this. I'm just gonna stop it from here, man. We already done covered enough. All right. Well, let me. All right. I'm gonna go back here real quick. All right, so that I'm gonna go back there another time. Y'all know what I was gonna read. It was saying the primarily agent and covering up that or trying to get the Indians taking their heritage was the United States government. This is what they saying. They saying that I'm not writing none of these articles. I'm just reading these shits as I go along, and they're proving pretty much what we already think. So it's saying, however, documentation was kept by the U.S. government depicting the Aboriginal American would resemble black people misnomer. It's saying, see the photo titled Indian Warrior entering into a wigwam. It's saying with a sculpture and a file with the Library of Congress created, published in 1789. Reference called illustration. Da, 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 da. It's saying throughout history, division has occurred between dark and light skinned Native American based on, and like I said, fuck that. It's between the light skinned Native Americans or the ones that they claim and the people over there who won't let us in because the federal government is controlling it. Okay, how the
Right.
federal government is the ones, the primary agent that's hiding it, and they the people who administer the funds, and they the people who fucking give the people the tribes or put these people in charge of the tribe. So it's fucking obvious who doing it. Okay. It's saying based on who federally recognized. Okay. Nevertheless, please reference the ref. No, it's saying please reference the recent BIA. I don't know what the Bureau of Indian Affairs list. I ain't trying to get on there. So it says, see, the Shinnecock Indian tribes is saying is officially recognized. See below. It's saying which proves that I don't need these people to recognize me, man. I'm gonna do like my man said. Let's say the people is misnomer saying are heavily populated with the Shinnecock Nation, which proved that dark-skinned, woolly hair, native, mislabeled, colored people has been indigenous to the Americas long before the slave trade and the arrival of Christopher Colon. All right, so we already seen all these images. That's the end of it. But I just found that to be interesting. I had also, let me see.
Now that is pretty interesting right there. Cause it kind of goes back to what the brother Duke Tears was saying on the brother Chief Holiday channel last night. Shout out to the brother Chief Holiday. Uh, nice bill, nice bill. I'm looking forward to having a discussion with the brother Duke Tears. There was a few questions I
Yeah,
wanted to dialogue about as
definitely,
well.
definitely, um, definitely, no doubt. But yeah, man. For the most part, like I said, it's other people who basically this, and like I said, these we listen. Let me explain something to you, right? I'm making these observations and I'm making these theories, and it's people out here who believe the same thing I believe and the same thing we believe. Okay, so obviously we have to be on the same page. We're not making this shit up because from the images itself shows you melanated people. It shows you too many melanated people. I find most of the images that I'm finding here that's in the drawings that was done in the early 1700s are fucking Negro or what we assume to be Negroes. That's it. Wearing Indian garbs. Okay, this is something else. I ain't want to go on this, man. Fuck it. But like I said, even this one, this is an image of the dude in Florida right here. Look, let me see this one right here. This is an image of what they found in Florida when they went to Florida. Okay, you you know what I'm saying? Look, and I got the article too. The brother sent me the article about a year. So this image been floating around, but I don't think nobody had it. Now these are all tortoise shells that got rubies on it. You see this brother? Look at the brother. Look at the brother. Okay, this is in fucking Florida, right? Now look, let me see something. Let's go back here real quick.
Look
Let
like
me
the
see.
same one from Virginia.
Yeah, all of them look alike, man. Look, look. Where this at? All of these motherfuckers look alike, bro. Look, he got the same shit on. All of them got the same shit on, man. All of them, bro. All of these Indians got the same shit on, dude. All of them, man. No matter where you go, look, they got the feather crown. All of them, these motherfuckers. These in California, my dude. The king of California. All right, now look. We go to here. We go back here. Everywhere you look, my dude. Right here, look. These people do not look like the people they're telling us who was here. And this is my like I said, these are from early observations of what I seen, or what I seen that shit from the gate. And most people, other people seen it too. But look, when I was showing you the buildings, right? Look at the buildings. Look at the buildings. Look at how the buildings look. Same shit I showed you earlier. Okay? These people, look. Look at them brothers. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop lying. Stop lying to us. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And like I said, Paraguay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at these brothers. They want you to believe all the people in South America was brought there by slavery, or no, they weren't brought there by, they was enslaved and forced to work for these people. Okay, what did Columbus say? These people can be forced to work for us and wear clothes. That's what he said. Okay, so that was one of the things that they was doing. Servants. Negro means servant. It might not mean a slave. It might, but it definitely means someone that's in a submissive, servitude state. You understand? Look, like I said, I don't know who the full-blooded Indian is. From my observation, he has to be one of the copper-colored melanated people that I keep seeing. Whether I've seen him in all these different places, man. Everywhere you look, everywhere. Look, Montezuma. Look. Stop this. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let's be real with ourselves. Look, America, look, these niggas is spook black. Come on, man. I'm not the one, I'm just doing the observation, man. Look. Look. Oh, these Negroes say, nope, these are Indians. Look at the one right here. Look at the one all the way in the corner right here. Look. He got a turban on. Look. AP. See the one at the bottom right here?
What you say,
This
big
one
bro?
right here got a turban on, man. You see, these are Indians right here, my dude. Look. Let me see it. Let me go back up. Let me see this. Look. AP. The one right here at the bottom right here, man. This nigga got a turban on with a
Yeah.
You can see right here. AP, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got that same turban that the brother Timothy Drew were wearing. Same one the people around here wear. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, like I said, man, shit. What the fuck happened? But that's the full drawing of that. Shit. And look at that box that what's the name was saying he had on. Powhatan, saying this is a Powhatan nation. He said a leg in a hand though. Look, Look at the Indians at the bottom. So these Indians look like everybody else. Let me see. Why the fuck is this shit doing this? Oh, there you go. Look at the Indians at the bottom, AP.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So we making
that,
this shit up. This shit is like we making this up. So
nah, you
who the full blooded Indian? I want to know. You tell me. Tell me who the full blooded Indian.
no, you can tell. Like, look at them. But then you see the goddamn colonizers right behind them with all this little extra shit, and got the goddamn Aborigines on his knees like they begging. Nah, that ain't how it go.
Bro. Look at these Indians. These motherfuckers don't look like it's a mixture of people here, especially on this end of the town. Especially like I said, I'm trying to find out what the connection is here in the southeast, man. You know, we say full-blooded Indians, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what's the connection. Look at these people right here, my dude. Look, people do not look like Indians, man, or the Indians that you've been told, man. No, and these are drawings, man. Somebody drew these. So, the Tonsilist one ain't draw these. Well, they go more. Look, the shit go on and on and on, my dude. Look, they got circular types of haircuts like afros. Okay, you see more afros in the background. Okay, he got the same breastplate on that brother in Florida had. Let me see. Why the fuck is it doing that? The fuck? Let me see. So, all right, there you go. All right, so hold on. Let me see if I can find that article. Hold up. He had that same breastplate thing on like the other the one I showed you, the one from Florida. Let me see something. Is it down here? Nah, hold up, it's up here somewhere. It's this one right here. Bingo. All right, it's this one. Let's see. Let me open it up some. All right. So I read this before, but this is what he's saying. This is the bottom of that statue that I showed you, right? And it's saying this is what they saying. They saying a Moor with emerald level. Some of these words I cannot pronounce, so just bear with me. Say a more emerald level, bata, sama, something per mosaic, sculpture, whatever. All right, so it's a emerald gift from 1583, jewelry, sculpture work, probably 1724, pure wood painting, silver, gold, emerald, ruby, sapphire, topazi, garnets, and almandines. I don't know what that is, and tortoise shells. All right. So this is what they're saying. It's a collection. They say the statue would be without the interior design of a green vault. 1723, 1729 did not occur because it owes its existence to desire of Augustus the Strong. It's saying set up a treasure of his art collection, new museum treasury. It was here in 1581, the gift of the Emperor Rudolph II to the Elector August came occupied with 17 sometimes very large emerald crystal chunks of lamantic rock. Okay. It's saying the dark green gems come from the few years earlier developed emeralds mine in Carvard, something Colombia. It's saying at the behest of the elector, Augustus should should this natural work something, whatever. All right. I just wanted to just get down. It said since 1723 in the Nascent Treasury Museum that really most originally of all possibly means the presentation of a sculpture of a Moor, a young, powerful man, dark brown, lacquered per wood, associated border on a tray of tortoiseshell, presented casually smooth in the Colombian emerald level. It is not a resident of Africa, but an Indian. Although the facial features and skin color are black African, the body tattoos, the ethnological exact representation have him as well as a native of Florida. Okay, now I just showed you the image, and this is what they're saying. They saying this is what they're saying in 1723. They're saying he is not an African but an Indian. They saying he is a. They say he is a native of Florida, my dude. So if the Indians of Florida looked at like, let me see. Oh shit, where's it? My dude, this is what he said the Indians in Florida looked it like. So the Seminoles looked it like what? Hmm? He said he's not an African, but he is a native of Florida, my dude.
So that's what natives look like us.
All right then. So I mean, like I said, we keep on saying, and this is from I went all the way to Connecticut or Massachusetts region, seeing what the Wapanaki, seeing what these people look like. We already know what these people look like. Virginia, we already know, man. This is just like I said. At the end of the day, people doubt themselves because they think you are African, or these articles tell you that the only reason Indians was dark because they're African. How the Indians white then? Because they mixed with Europeans? Oh no, the Europeans are the original. Get the fuck out of here, man. So that being said, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Got some things I gotta do. But this is what they saying a native of Florida look like. Say he's not an African, but he is a native of Florida. So with that being said, AP, I'm gonna holler at you a little later on. I gotta get up out of here, but you wanna tell the people where they can find you, tell people when you wanna be doing videos again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all already know where to find me at Aboriginal Power. Y'all already know. I'm about to start doing the live streams in the next couple weeks. Actually, give me a week or so, and I'll be ready to start doing live streams. Just got a new computer, laptop. We ready to go. Got some heavyweight jams. I've been ready to put this information out. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little bit too long for my comfort, but we about to get this shit back rocking. We about to get this shit back cracking. A lot more information, more heavy bills. A lot of other brothers with good information coming through. So it's always a pleasure coming on your channel, Big Bro A1. You always dropping flame. Shout out to the chat. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. Feathers up.
Indeed, my brother. It's always wonderful having you on, my brother. So with that being said, man, we're about to rock this one sleep, another one down. Like I said, the title is Full Blooded Indian. I don't know. All I see is from the images from what I see. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the Southeast Indians, for the most part, we can see pretty much what the resemblance of them are. I'm just doing this for my curiosity because like I'm just at some point in time, like we have to be truthful with what the fuck happened here. It was a lot of amalgamated tribes here. We know I got them in my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dark skinned. I'm light skinned my motherfucking self. So I ain't definitely like I ain't got nothing against any light skin or lighter skin person. I love all my people, but at the end of the day, when we see the images, we have to say, well, all right, it might have been people here that look like us that might have been lighter skin, but the majority of the Indians that I see are a darker hue. The Indian nigga showed you in Florida, they said he's not an African. He's not African, but he's a native of Florida. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, you already know what it is. It's a conscious one. Um, do this for you guys, man. Support culture, freedom hitting cultures of America, Black Indians. Support the T-shirt Spring app. You know what I'm saying? And everything else, man. So with that being said, man, I'm out of here. Peace. Peace.
Peace.
AP. I'll holler at you later, my brother. Peace.